Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How y'all doing today? Hopefully you are having an amazing day. I know I am. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome aboard. I hope you enjoyed today's message. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are with me. I hope you enjoyed today's message as well. So I have to apologize. I know I had to step away, and but I had to go on a reconnaissance mission. I've been telling you guys forever about the money that I had been looking for, and so I decided, instead of waiting to just dive in and just go for it and find out what all I can find out on my own, so that when I do go to either the cops or an attorney and let the attorney do some more digging and then say, here, you could take all of this information that we got to the cops, and then that'll do those motherfuckers in. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to take a couple of days and figure out which way I want to go with that. But I got all of that taken care of, and so now I can focus on you guys. So thank you guys for tuning into my channel. It means so much to me. Real quick, I wanted to talk about the pentagram. Pentacle, actually, this is a pentacle. A pentagram is just the 5-pointed star by itself. The pentacle has the circle. And I know a lot of people think that this is an evil talisman or a symbol for the devil or Satanism or something like that. And upright, it is not about Satanism. Upright, which is how I have it here. I don't know if you guys can see with the point at the top. So, and let me see. First, let me say this: that the pentacle dates all the way back to the Sumerians, and that was in 4000 to 1900 BC, and in let's see. So for the Pythagoras and earth, water, fire, air, spirit. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. Okay, so for Pythagoras, as well as Wiccan faith, it represents the elements of earth, water, fire, air, and spirit, with the point being at the top. Okay, for in Christian tradition, it represented the 5 wounds of Jesus Christ. So you had your feet, and then you had your hands, and the crown of thorns, right? And Chinese tradition, it represents 5 phases of fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. Okay, and in ancient Judaism, it represents the 5 books. Okay, so you got Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, the book of Numbers, and Deuteronomy. So throughout history, literally since the beginning of time, damn near, it's been a symbol of good. It represents, ultimately it represents the elements and spirit being the main focus at the top, right? Now, do I want to? Oh yeah, I did want to touch on this. Now I know that the pentagram is Hollywood plays it up as being very evil, and it clearly is not. It's not, and I feel it dates back to around the middle to late 60s. Okay, there was I believe he was a musician as well, Anton LaVey, or LaVey, LA capital VEY, Anton LaVey or LaVey, depending on who you are and how you pronounce it. But yeah, he had on this, if I'm not mistaken, on this album cover, he had the pentacle in the reverse, right? And I think he had the I don't. No, it did. I don't believe it had the goat on it at that time. It was just the pentacle in reverse, right? And so not somehow, what's his name? Charles Manson and his followers, which he called his family, ended up going into Hollywood, Beverly Hills, if I'm not mistaken, and they took the lives of some famous people. Sharon Tate being one of them, and she was like 8 months pregnant at the time, which was, it was horrible, right? It was terrible. But from that point on, Hollywood just took the ball and ran with it, okay? And now you see in all of these films and movies with the pentagram being something as evil or wrong, you know what I mean? Or they'll have like a bunch of kids sitting around a pentagram and, with candles, and they're sacrificing animals, and they're all clad in black. First of all, let me say this: the color black is the hue of protection, which is why you see some people wearing black when they wear the pentagram or pentacle. It's protection. Both equal symbolize protection. It's also a hue, if you by crystals, is that hue of groundedness, right? And I do believe it's protection with the obsidians, regular obsidian and snowflake obsidian. But and then what is the striated crystal? Oh my God, what is it called? I knew it just a second ago and it went out of my head. But what is that crystal? I have one in there, but it's black and it has the striations in it. You guys, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are into crystals, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not coming to me off the top of my head. Of course, it'll come after I stop the video, right? But anyway, so yes, there is nothing evil about wearing black. There is nothing evil about the pentagram or pentacle itself, okay? It just represents, it's a talisman. In the same way, matter of fact, this was the original cross before Christianity decided to create the crucifixion. This was the original symbol for, like I said, the 5 wounds of Jesus Christ. And there was a church who did not fully agree with everything that that the Catholic Church was talking. They had some different ideas, and like most religions, if you don't follow what they say, they were going to show you the door. And so these people decided to create their own church. Now they continued using the pentacle as in their windows, because if you look online, there is a church in France that still has that on their windows, that still has the pentacle on their window. So it's clearly not evil. And so they took it and they put it in their church window as well. The Christian church or Catholic Church got upset that they did that, and so they came up with the crucifixion. So I love it. I'm very, very, very proud to wear this pentacle, because it is the original cross, and it's literally why I wear it, okay? I'm down with the black. I love the color, everything that it represents: stability, groundedness, protection, safety, security. So, and it, wearing the black along with the cross is like double protection, right? And but anyway, getting back to the Satanists real quick. Satanism is, believe it or not, people who practice Satanism. I keep trying to bounce between Satanists and Satanism. So those who practice Satanism actually do not worship the devil. Okay. I had to look up like I said, the founder, Anton LaVey or Levy. He himself says that he does not, that they don't worship the devil at all. He said that they that would go against their individualistic approach to living, because Satanists don't have a church any more than being spiritual does. It's an individual practice, right? And so they don't even worship the devil, Bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you guys is all Hollywood. So you can believe. I'm hoping that those who are stalking my channel will take this information, and please feel free to look into it yourselves, Google it yourselves. It is not a symbol of evil. It does not mean you worship the devil, okay? And I do understand that there are some like occultists who do have that goat head within the pentagram, and I suppose in some way, it may represent evil for them. Okay, but as far as Satanists go, no, they don't worship the devil. And it's certainly, as far as I go, I don't worship the devil. Y'all know that. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. That's a little information for you guys. If y'all want to Google, please do look it up for yourselves. But yes, I just wanted to touch on that. Now, what I also wanted to touch on was, again, I wanted to talk about what we have been discussing. And a lot of people refer to it as a mission. I don't necessarily consider it a mission, because I'm like you guys. Like, I go out every day. All for the last few days, I've had to go out, and I tell you guys all the time, I take public transportation. So I'm fully aware that there are some youths and adults who are still in that 3D vibration, okay? And I understand that. And so for a minute, even the time that I was out, I was a little frustrated, and I even, was like asking the Father, like, why are you asking me to do this? Like, look at how some of these people are behaving and acting. And, it occurred to me that in the same way, I was a part of that for 46 years. I went along with the program just like everybody else until that moment I had my awakening, which actually started with a calling first. And I want to tell you guys about how the calling went, but it was a little... So I don't know. I'll debate on that one. I'm gonna have to come back on that one. But yeah, whether you have the official calling first, or whether it's just a very strong feeling that you have that you're here for a reason, you have a mission, you have a purpose for being here. Okay, what occurred to me was that the Father does not want me to convert other people to my way of thinking and being and doing. What He wants us to do is just be the light. Just be the light, be that example, you have the knowledge, and now, okay, that there is more. There is so much more than what we are seeing in that 3D realm. Okay, it truly is. And like I said, if you guys who have had your awakening, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't have to do ABC or XYZ, you know what I mean, to either fit in or to make friends or whatever, whatever it is, to get along at work. You don't have to do that. Okay, if you see wrong happening, you don't have to participate. If you see someone gossiping or backbiting or whatever people do, you get it. Okay, because like I said, I live it every day. I walk out and it blows my mind how people conduct themselves or how they act, and they think what they're doing is okay, but clearly it isn't. But bottom line, the Father said it's not for me to convert them. That's His job. His job is to go to everybody and say, wake up, and wake up in your own time. Okay, that's not for us to worry about. Okay, those who have awakened, our only job at this point is to ask the Father how to serve, and to be, wherever He sends you is where you go. Don't assume because you've had an awakening you should automatically go to tarot, because that's not true. The Father needs all of us in all different guises, in all different parts of the world, and to be the difference maker, to be that person who brings about good, okay, who represents good. When you lead by example, by not participating in the energy, okay, people will pick up on that and they'll notice that, okay, and some of you'll have friends who ask you, like, what's the difference between what you're doing versus what we're doing, you know what I mean? And I had to literally write that down because I wanted to talk to you guys about that as well. The difference between religion versus spirituality. And let me say this, I'm not saying that everybody who had their awakening is supposed to be spiritual. That's my path, okay? Like I said, there are many paths to God, okay? Many paths. And whatever path you resonate with, whatever path you relate to, as long as you are are awakened, and as long as you are, you know your mission, you know what you came here to do, just that's all you need to focus on. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people have to say. Don't worry about what other people have to do. The only thing you're here to do is to focus on what the Father wants you to do. Okay, and whatever that is for you, you will know. Okay, you will, through synchronistic events, through it'll just come to you. It literally will just come to you, and you'll have no other you'll have no other not reason, but you'll just go. You have no other choice. You're just going to follow the path. Okay. So yes. And I wanted to I wrote this down real quick, the difference between religion versus spirituality. And this is just me, giving that, because I understand that there are some people who are like, what's the difference between the two? Religion is religion, but it's not. I am not someone who follows religion at all. I believe in individualism. I believe in individuality. Okay. I'm spiritual, but there was a woman I met in the grocery store a few days ago. And she was up in years, just like myself. And she had a tattoo of the pentacle on her arm. That was what drew my attention. And she had this cute, beautiful, light purple hair. You know what I mean? So that is what I mean by individualism. With spirituality, you don't have to follow a rule book versus religion. In church per se, there's a dress code, and you have to. You're not free to stand up and say, but what about this? Now imagine going into a church and you've heard something about spirituality, and you say, well, I have a question, Father, I have a question, Pastor, why can't we do this or that and the other thing? Like I said, you're going to get shown the door. Okay. You're not in religion. You're not, you have to follow, they tell you, that's what I want to say. They tell you what you're supposed to think. They tell you what you're supposed to believe. And just like in Catholicism, it's weird. It's like you can't talk to the Father. You have to go through a middleman and let the middleman talk to the Father, which is insane, but I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Forgive me if I said that's insane. I apologize, but it just doesn't make sense to me personally. But like I said, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Never mind what I said. If that's what you do, if that's what brings you closer to the Father, then go with that. Okay. But so like I was saying, religion is believing in somebody else's experience, right? And spirituality is having your own experience. And that is why I love it so. I love it so much. I'm not required. I don't have a dress code. I don't have to, study a book. I don't have to, it's the most amazing thing ever. I let Spirit come to me and tell me what he wants me to know. And he tells me what he wants me to do. And I absolutely love that. That is what I love about spirituality. Okay. Religion is fear-based. Okay. Spirituality is based on freedom to be you. And for those who, like I said, for those who read, okay, you're not wrong for doing what you're doing. You are being a light. You are a being of light, and you are helping others who have questions, who have concerns about something. You are helping them. You know what I mean? And if that isn't godly, I don't know what is. Okay, true enough. And there are different readers, and it's just a matter of following the person that you feel you connect to and going with that. Okay, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the freedom that I love about being spiritual, that I love more than anything. In religion, it's about separatism. Like I said, it excludes people who have a difference of opinion. There's no middle ground. You have no voice in religion. This is what we're going to tell you, and you're going to follow it, versus having questions. I have questions, but what about this and what about that? And why is it this and why is it that? You know what I mean? I had questions, and because I had questions, I was like, I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. Religion worships God. Okay, spirituality, you become one with God. And I love that. That is what I mean. This is, it's the most amazing feeling in the world to have that one-on-one connection with the Father. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. You could talk straight to him and he will answer you. You could talk to your angels. They will help you. That's what they're there for. Literally, they are there to assist you. But like I said, you always have to give them permission to not interfere, but to intercede on your behalf. Okay, because there's the path that we envision for ourselves, and there's the path that the Father envisions for us. That in 9 times out of 10, it is always better than something we could ever have hoped or prayed for. Okay, so that is why I like that. I conversate, I have that connection with the Father, that oneness. Okay, I mean, I guess I worship the Father, but not in. I don't know how to explain it. I worship and I don't. It's like I believe in him. There's a difference between worshiping and believing. I absolutely believe that he is. I know that he is. I wouldn't have come as far as I have if it was not for him. So I absolutely know he is. But in religion, like I said, you worship. Okay? And I think the Father doesn't necessarily always want you to worship him, but love him as he loves you. Let him be as much a part of your world as he can, and let him help you and guide you and show you the way, whenever you come to a crossroads in your life, and should I take this job? Should I take that job? Talk to the Father, talk to your guides, talk to your angels, show me the way. Which is the way? Reveal to my mind, which is the best way or the best route to go. And that's how you get it. Okay. I think I can say this. Religion, like I said, it tells you what is true and false. Okay. Spirituality allows you to discover the truth for yourself. Okay, that is what I love. You're free to study different religions if you want to. You know what I mean? You're free to say what's going on with Buddhism, or let me see what's going on with Hinduism. Tina Turner, I believe she practiced Hinduism. May she rest in peace. She was someone who practiced Hinduism. I think it was Hindu and not Buddhism. They're very close. Believe it was Hinduism. But anyway. So yes, that freedom to follow, to the freedom to go explore, you won't be chastised or kicked out for wanting to explore other religions, other ways of thinking and being, other ideas. There's that freedom, right? And I love that. I already said that it's, religion is exclusive. If you don't do ABC, XYZ, they show you the door. Whereas spirituality is inclusive. They welcome everyone. It doesn't matter. You can be that person with that beautiful purple hair and a tattoo, or you can be someone like myself who's just, wearing the pentacle, or you can be someone who you can dress business-like and show up in the world as everyone else does, and just hold your spirituality on the inside. There is no set rule. It's whatever you feel, whatever you think, whatever you believe. You are free to do that. You're free to be that, and the only opinion that matters is the opinion of the Father. Forget about everybody else's opinion about what you do, because I know, someone spiritual, people, they think you're weird. Okay, you got to be weird. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And they don't understand it but that's fine. Some people enjoy a structured life. Okay, some people do. They need structure in their life in order for things to make sense. If you're like me, I'm Pisces, I'm go with the flow, I'm free flowing. I'm open to all things. So this is why, spirituality works for me. Okay, religion believes in punishment. Okay, spirituality believes in karma. It's not an issue of if you don't do this or that, you're going to go to hell. Okay. And that's the other thing. People who are religious are afraid of going to hell, and people who are spiritual have already been there. They've already been there. They've had their dark night of the soul, and they've made it through, with a few scars here and there, a little battered, a little beaten down, but you know, you still you recover. You will recover, and you stand strong as long as you stay connected to your angels, to the Father. You will recover, and you will be strong and move on and go on to do great things. So it's beautiful. Religion has, what is it, dogmatic rules, but like I said, they have rules that, and you have to follow them. And spirituality is about self-discovery. What do I think? What do I feel? What do I believe? You know, and and then you go with that. You know, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Is there anything else that I want to put in here? I am going to leave a video link in the comment box down below. There's a young lady, and her channel is Dual Crossroads, and so she touched on the difference between a pentacle versus a pentagram as well, and I enjoyed that. Is there anything else I want to give you guys? I do not. I just wanted to say, you know, I know this path is difficult for the indigos out there, for the star seeds, but it's hard as hell. You guys know it's hard to be yourself. It's hard to stand in your truth when you're living, breathing, walking, existing in that energy. But you got this. You got this. If you had your awakening, if you've had, you know, something that guided you to follow a different path, whatever it is, okay, you got this. Know that you got this. You came, if you're a star seed, you came from other galaxies, and you came here to be a difference maker, to right wrongs. All right, and just keep doing that. Just keep showing up. Just keep shining. Just be is what I want to say. Just be. You know, you got this. You guys, you got this. All right, the youth of America, or not, well, the youth of the world, not America, the youth of the world. You guys, you got this. If those of you who have had your awakening, don't try to change other people. That's the Father's job. And that's just something that I had to remember myself, because like I said, I was out there. But yes, just don't worry about the other people. They will wake up in their own time. Your mission is to do what you came here to do. Don't worry about anybody else's mission. Follow your mission. Whatever the Father wants you to do, you need to do that. Okay, that's why you're here. That's why you're showing up. That's why you're shining. All right. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go, you guys. It's 27 minutes, and I don't think there's anything else that I want to add today. I'm really glad to be back, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of my tribe. Thank you for following your path. Thank you for taking time out to listen and to hear and unite and come together and say, yes, I have someone who gets it. I know someone else who resonates with what I'm thinking and feeling. You know, it's not just me. And it's not just you. I know it feels like it, but it's not just you. We're all in this together, okay? Just understand that. If you're seeing something that doesn't resonate with you, don't act on it. Stay in your integrity. Stay, a person of not integrity, but I mean, just stay. Just have a, keep that backbone. Like, don't give up. Don't let other people try to stop you from doing what you're doing. Don't let other people try to stop you from being you. Understand you have a purpose, you have a reason, and no matter what, you're going to stay with it and follow it, all right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and go, you guys. Thank you again for tuning into my channel. You guys have a very blessed day. I know I will. And I will see you guys next time on the next video. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Oops.